Jack lived in a small village. His village was very quiet. There were green fields, small houses, and many trees. Every morning, Jack heard birds singing outside his window. The air was fresh, and the sky was always bright. Jack liked his village. He had lived there his whole life. Jack was a carpenter. He made furniture like tables, chairs, shelves, and small wooden boxes. The people in the village liked his work because he was careful and made strong, beautiful things. Jack used his hands to turn simple wood into useful items. Every piece he made was full of care and love. But Jack had a dream. He wanted to see the world outside his village. He wanted to visit big cities, meet new people, and learn new things. When he worked, he often thought about traveling. But traveling was not easy for him. He had never left the village before. He stayed because he had work and responsibilities. So his dream stayed in his heart for many years. One day, something special happened. Jack received a letter. It was from his cousin Sarah. Sarah lived in a big city far away. Jack had not seen her for many years. She wrote in the letter, "Dear Jack, I hope you are well. I have something important to tell you. Please come and visit me." Jack was surprised and excited. This was a chance for him to travel, to leave the village, and to see a new place. Jack thought about it for one night. In the morning, he decided to go. He packed a small bag. He put some clothes inside. He also put some of his tools, because he always liked to have them. Then Jack said goodbye to his friends and neighbors. They smiled and wished him a safe trip. Jack got on a bus. It was his first time on a long bus trip. As the bus moved, Jack watched the view change. At first, he saw green fields and trees. But after a few hours, he saw tall buildings, busy roads, and many cars. The city was full of people and noise. Jack had never seen so many people before. Everything looked so different from his quiet village. When the bus stopped, Jack saw Sarah waiting for him at the station. She smiled and waved her hand. Jack smiled back. They hugged each other. Sarah said, "Jack, it's so good to see you." Jack said, "I've missed you too, Sarah. Thank you for inviting me." Sarah's eyes were full of excitement. "Come with me, Jack," she said. "I have something to show you." They walked through the busy city streets. Jack saw many shops, tall buildings, and bright lights. Cars and buses moved quickly. People walked fast. Jack looked around with wide eyes. Everything was new to him. After a short walk, they stopped in front of a large building. There was a sign that said, "Community Center." Sarah smiled and said, "This is where I work. We help people learn new skills. We also help people find jobs. It is a place where people can learn and grow." Jack was curious. He wanted to see more. Inside the building, many people were working and learning. Some people were using computers. Others were learning how to sew. Some people were reading books. Jack saw both young people and old people. Everyone was busy learning something new. The place was full of energy and hope. Sarah introduced Jack to Mr. Brown, the director of the community center. Mr. Brown smiled and shook Jack's hand. "Welcome, Jack. Sarah tells me you are a very good carpenter," Mr. Brown said. Jack smiled and said, "Yes, I make furniture in my village." Mr. Brown nodded and said, "We need someone like you here. We need new tables, chairs, and shelves for the center. Can you help us?" Jack was surprised but also happy. "Yes, I would love to help," Jack answered. The next morning, Jack started working at the center. He showed the people how to measure the wood, how to cut it safely, and how to put the pieces together. Many people came to watch and learn. Jack was patient and kind. He explained everything slowly and clearly. One afternoon, a group of children came to the workshop. They watched Jack closely. One little boy asked, "Mr. Jack, can we try too?" Jack smiled warmly. "Of course," he said. "But first, you must learn how to be safe with the tools." Jack taught the children how to make simple wooden toys. They made small boxes, spinning tops, and toy cars. The children were very happy when they finished their toys. They laughed and clapped. Their faces were full of joy and pride. Every day, Jack felt happier. He was not only making furniture. He was teaching, sharing, and helping people. He saw the smiles on their faces. Jack felt something new in his heart. His work was bringing joy to others. For the first time, he saw that his skills could make a real difference. He was proud and thankful for this new chapter of his life. Eat table in Sarah's small apartment. They ate simple but delicious food and talked about many things. One evening, while eating, Jack looked at Sarah and said, "Sarah, when I was younger, I always wanted to travel and see the world. I wanted to visit new places, meet new people, and learn many things, but I never had the chance." Sarah smiled and gently touched Jack's hand. "Jack, look at what you're doing now. You are teaching people. You are helping them learn new skills. You are building a better life for them. You are already making a big difference. Maybe this is your way of seeing the world, by changing people's lives." Jack listened carefully to Sarah's words. Her words touched his heart. He started to see his dream in a new way. Maybe traveling was not only about going to new places. Maybe it was about helping people and making their lives better, wherever he was. The next day, Mr. Brown called a meeting at the community center. Everyone gathered in the main hall. Mr. Brown stood in front of them and said, "We have a new project. The children in our neighborhood do not have a safe place to play. We want to build a playground for them. But we need help to make it happen." Jack felt excited. He raised his hand and said, "I would love to help with this project." Mr. Brown smiled and said, "Thank you, Jack. With your skills, we can build something special for the children." The next morning, Jack and a group of volunteers started working on the playground. First, they made a plan. They designed swings, slides, climbing frames, and benches where parents could sit and watch their children play. Jack showed everyone how to cut the wood, how to build the strong frames, and how to make everything safe for the children. Every day, many children came to watch the workers. Their eyes were full of hope and excitement. They could not wait to play on the new playground. Some children even brought their parents to watch. Jack had a new idea to make the project even more special. He decided to create family workshops at the community center. In these workshops, parents and children worked together to make small wooden birdhouses, toy boats, and flower boxes. This activity helped the families grow closer. The parents laughed with their children, and everyone enjoyed the time together. Weeks passed and finally the playground was finished. The opening day came. It was a sunny and beautiful morning. The whole neighborhood gathered at the playground. Colorful balloons decorated the area. Children ran around, laughing and smiling. Parents stood nearby, talking happily. Mr. Brown stood up and spoke to everyone. "Today, we celebrate the hard work of our community. But we want to give a special thank you to Jack. Without his help, this playground would not be here. Thank you, Jack, for your time, your heart, and your kindness." The people clapped loudly and Jack smiled. He felt very proud. It was one of the happiest moments in his life. After the ceremony, a little boy named Tom ran up to Jack. Tom had been watching the workers every day. He said, "Thank you, Mr. Jack. This is the best playground ever." Jack bent down and looked at Tom with a big smile. "I am happy you like it, Tom. Have fun and enjoy playing with your friends." In the following days, Jack continued his work at the community center. He taught more carpentry classes. Many people came to learn from him. Some wanted to build furniture for their homes. Others wanted to learn new skills to find better jobs. Jack was patient and kind with everyone. Every evening as Jack walked home, he passed by the playground. He saw children laughing, running, and playing. He saw parents sitting on benches, talking and smiling. The playground was full of life. Jack felt warm inside his heart. He knew he had done something good. One evening, as Jack was finishing a class, a young mother approached him. She had tears in her eyes. She said, "Mr. Jack, I want to thank you. My son was very shy before. He did not have many friends. But now, because of the playground and the workshops, he plays with other children. He is happier and more confident. Thank you for helping him." Jack listened to her words carefully. His eyes became wet. He never imagined that his work could change a child's life like this. In that moment, Jack understood something very important. His work was not just about building things. It was about building happiness, confidence, and hope for others. The community center was no longer just a place to learn. It had become a home for many people. It was full of laughter and new beginnings. Jack felt like he had found a new family in the city. This work, these people, and these moments gave Jack a sense of purpose that he had never felt before. One morning, Mr. Brown called everyone at the community center for a special meeting. His face was full of excitement and happiness. When everyone arrived, he stood up and spoke with a big smile. He said, "I have wonderful news. There is another community center in a city far away. They need our help. They want us to visit them and teach them what we know. They want to build a center just like ours." The room became quiet for a moment. Then Jack's heart started to beat faster. This was what he had always dreamed of. He could travel, see a new place, and help more people. It was the perfect chance to do both. Jack raised his hand and said, "I would love to go and help." Mr. Brown smiled and said, "Thank you, Jack. You will be a great teacher for them." The team started to prepare for the trip. They packed their tools, wood, nails, hammers, and many supplies. Everyone was excited. When everything was ready, they climbed onto the bus and started their journey. The road was long, but Jack enjoyed every moment. He looked out the window and saw tall mountains, wide rivers, and small villages along the way. The new scenery made him feel fresh and happy. After many hours, they finally arrived at the new city. The people from the new community center were waiting for them. They welcomed Jack and his team with open arms and warm hearts. The next morning, Jack and his team got to work. They started teaching the people how to build tables, chairs, and shelves. But Jack wanted to do more. He knew that building furniture was important, but he also knew that people needed other skills too. So, Jack created new classes to teamwork, problem solving, and public speaking. He taught them how to work together, how to speak with confidence, and how to help each other. Every day was busy. The people at the news center worked hard and learned quickly. They laughed together, asked many questions, and helped one another. Jack was happy to see how eager they were to learn. The center soon became full of energy, hope, and friendship. At the end of each day, the team sat around a campfire. They shared stories about their lives, their families, and their dreams. The fire made the nights warm and peaceful. They sang songs, told jokes, and grew closer like a family. One evening, as the stars shined above them, a young woman named Maria stood up to speak. Her voice was soft but full of feeling. She said, "Jack, you have taught us so much. You didn't only teach us how to build wood. You taught us how to believe in ourselves, to work together, and to care for our community. You have given us hope." Jack listened carefully to Maria's words. He felt his eyes become wet with emotion. He replied, "Thank you, Maria. I have also learned many things from all of you. We are strong because we help each other." After many weeks of hard work, the new community center was ready. The people in the city were happy and thankful. They had a place where they could learn, grow, and support one another. Jack and his team felt proud of what they had built. But now it was time to return home. Jack felt a little sad to leave his new friends, but he was also happy for what they had achieved together. When Jack returned to his original community center, he continued teaching, building, and helping people. But now, he also traveled to different cities, helping many more communities build centers of their own. His work was growing, and so was his heart. He was becoming not only a carpenter but a mentor, a teacher, and a guide for many people. Years passed. Jack became well known. People respected him for his kind heart, his great skills, and his big dreams. He even wrote a book about his experiences. The book told his story and inspired many others to help their own communities. One quiet morning, Jack received a letter in the mail. It was from Tom, the little boy who had once thanked him for building the playground many years ago. Jack opened the letter and read, "Dear Mr. Jack, I am now a carpenter too. I wanted to thank you for inspiring me. I am helping to build a new community center in our town. I hope you are proud of me." Jack smiled as he read Tom's words. His heart was full of pride and joy. He looked out the window and saw the bright sky. He whispered softly to himself, "This is the life I dreamed of." And so, Jack continued his journey. He traveled, taught, and helped people everywhere he went. His kindness and hard work touched many hearts. His story became a light for others to follow, showing that one person's kindness can bring hope to many lives. Jack's story is a beautiful journey about kindness, learning, and helping others. He started as a simple carpenter in a small, quiet village. Every day, he worked with wood and made furniture for the people in his town. But deep inside, he always dreamed of seeing the world, meeting new people, and having new experiences. When his cousin Sarah invited him to the big city, Jack took a brave step. He packed his small bag, left his village for the first time, and started a new chapter in his life. In the city, he discovered the community center where people were learning new skills and trying to build better lives. Jack quickly became a part of this place. He shared his carpentry skills with everyone, taught children how to make small wooden toys, and helped families bond through simple woodworking projects. Later, Jack and the team worked on building a playground for the children in the neighborhood. His work brought smiles, laughter, and happiness to many families. Jack realized that his dream of traveling and making a difference was not about visiting famous places, but about touching people's lives, no matter where he was. As time passed, Jack was invited to help other communities. He traveled to new cities, taught people how to build furniture, and also taught important life skills like teamwork and confidence. Around the campfire, Jack listened to people share their stories and dreams. One young woman, Maria, thanked Jack for inspiring them, not only with his skills but with his kind heart and positive spirit. Years later, Jack received a letter from Tom, the little boy who once thanked him for building the playground. Now Tom had grown up and became a carpenter too. He was building a new community center and following Jack's example. Jack smiled with pride. He had not only built furniture, but also helped build people's lives. The lesson from Jack's story is clear. When we share our skills and help others, we create hope and happiness. Success is not always about money or travel. Sometimes, the greatest success is found in simple acts of kindness, teaching, and giving our time to others. We all have something we can share to make the world a better place. Congratulations! You have listened to and understood the full story. This means you have improved your English listening and reading skills. Keep practicing every day, and you will become stronger in your English. Now, let's test your understanding with a small question. Why did Jack feel proud at the end of the story? A. Because he traveled to many countries. B. Because he helped many people and inspired others. Please comment your answer below, A or B. I am very excited to read your answers. If you enjoy stories like this, please subscribe to the channel to support us. Your support gives us the energy to create more free English learning content for you. We are doing this with love, but in the beginning, it is not easy. If you would like to support us even more, you can donate any amount. Your donation helps us continue making high-quality content to help you learn English better. Thank you very much for being here with us.